Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we start video, make sure you click the subscribe button below. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My full name is Rizqi. You can call me Rizqi, and I'm student of Stage Islamic University of Raden Fatah Palembang, and my major is English Education Study Program. So, in this video, I'd like to tell you 5 things to do to improve my speaking skills. Many students master the fine points of English grammar, but find themselves at loss when it comes actually to having conversation with native speakers. In reality, the only way to develop fluency in speaking is by huge amount of listening and then practicing. The following are real tips for improved English speaking skills. Don't forget that listening is foundation for speaking. When you also want to practice speaking, here are some suggestions for improve your English speaking skills. The first thing to do to improve English speaking skills is think in English.
See, I believe that there is something undeniably special about reading, and not only that we love to read, but we love to talk about them as well, with our friends and with our family. So how does books save us? I can't speak for everyone in this room, so let me tell you, how does a book save me?
Sometimes the difficult thing about English speaking isn't about the language itself, but how you think about it. If you think in your native language and then try to speak English, you always have to translate between those languages. Translating isn't an easy thing to do. Even people who are fluent in 2 or more languages have trouble for switching the languages. So, the solution is think in English. You can do this anywhere and anytime. Try to use English when you are thinking about your day or when you are thinking to decide what food you want to order. Even try to use an English to English dictionary to look up words. That way you never have to use your native language and then translate words. You will notice that when you think in English, it's easier for you to speak in English. And the second thing to do to improve English speaking skills is talk to yourself.
I hope all of you have a great day today. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Carmelia Zelina Caroline. I'm from DKI Jakarta Province. On this occasion, I would like to tell you a story from Central Java with the title Timun Mas. So yeah, just keep on watching.
Whenever you are alone at home or alone somewhere else, you can improve your English speaking skills by your favorite person. Yes, it's yourself. If you are already thinking in English, try to speak out your thoughts loud. And then, read out loud too. Reading out loud is a great way to practice in English when there are no conversation partners available. By reading aloud gives you a chance to focus on pronunciation and passing without worrying about coming up words. Make sure to practice with material that you can understand. By reading aloud from transcript, you can check your pronunciation by listening how the speaker says something. Practice is practice. Even you don't have anyone to correct your mistake, just act by speaking loud will help you more comfortable speaking in English. And the third thing to do to improve English speaking skills is focus on fluency, not grammar.
It's never about prolonging war. This debate, if it's about prolonging war and they want to push that burden, it is not our burden. That's the solution that they wanted to give. Then they needed to explain why putting chemical weapons down on the floor will suddenly create a faster solving war. That is something that they didn't prove until the end of the debate. This debate is about the function of military courts and how it affects the military, whether it makes...
When you speak in English, how often do you stop? The more you stop, the less confident you sound and the less comfortable you become. Try the mirror exercise, but challenge yourself to speak without stopping or stammering, taking pauses between your words for the entire time. This might mean your sentences won't grammatically perfect, and that's okay. If you focus on speaking fluently instead of correctly, you'll still be understood and you'll sound better. You can fill in the correct grammar and word rules as you learn them better. And the fourth thing to do to improve English speaking skills is practice with music and movies.
As you guys know, this is called the Purpose Tour.
We are celebrating tonight. My album, The Thrillable, is officially out. Woo! I'm way too good at goodbye. It's really, really hard to sing right now because I just want to cry.
Listen to music in English and sing along. Music is one of the best tools for learning intonation and pronunciation. Listening and singing a song might also help you remember the vocabulary and also phrases if the song is easy to understand. It will help you learn to pronounce English rhythm in more natural way. By imitating the singer, you will learn to pronounce phrases like the way native speakers do. Movies are a much better choice for learning English. You will learn vocabulary, idioms, slangs, pronunciations, and listening by watching the movies. Be sure to use the movie techniques when you do this. And the fifth thing to do to improve English speaking skills is be relaxed.
Watched her from afar and concluded, with barely any evidence at all, that the woman had been cheating on her husband. Another friend came into the conversation and said, "Oh, that was her big brother from overseas. They hadn't met in such a long time. She introduced him to me when I bumped into them earlier that afternoon." And everyone went silent.
You can be your best helper or worst enemy when learning to speak fluently. We know it's hard, but we should try not to worry about how you sound when you speak. Just relax. If you get stuck or confused, just take a big break and start over. Speak slower if you have to. Take time to pause and think about your next sentence. Do whatever it takes to become more comfortable with speaking in English. In some ways, practicing speaking is even easier by yourself. Now, you know how to improve spoken in English by yourself and should be confident doing so. Okay, I think that's all. 5 things to do to improve my English speaking skills. I'm so sorry if I have so many mistakes. See you in my next video. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.